I have spoken to more people in the past 8 months than I probably have in many years before that, and there's a lot of conversations that go nowhere, but more than anything, when we look back, we've talked to people and we always ask, do you know somebody? If you can't help us, where do you recommend that we go next? And so we've just had a tremendous group here in Edmonton. We're working out of the Startup Edmonton space, so some great mentors there, but more than anything, I think Justine and I used a lot of lifelines and a lot of call a friend or call someone I knew 10 years ago who I think might be able to help us, and so it's been pulling in a lot of favors, and people are really excited to help us.
For my whole business career, I had a wonderful customer who turned into a dear friend who's been my mentor and many times has kicked me to death over some decisions I've made, and most of the time I always say to him, most of the time I listen to you. Some of the times I don't, and when I don't, usually that's when I go over the cliff. But you know, just this morning I had an email from him and everything wishing me well or whatever, so as I say, that's been 20 odd years that we've known each other, and I encourage anyone who's starting off in business to have someone who's very successful. That's number one. You don't want to be just talking to anybody who can give you advice. They have to have the track record for you to look up to them and go for advice. If they've got, you know, tons of money, they just didn't get into their bank account by error. They've usually worked really, really hard for that. And, you know, if you've got the right person, absolutely they'll give you the help, as mine does constantly. And actually, when I have been, you know, down and out, as you know, well as Elizabethan wife backing me up, to have my friend always there when I'm really up against the wall to say what you have to do. You can't beat it, absolutely.
No question, when we first started out, my parents, my mom is a retired lawyer now, so she definitely had a whole bunch of advice, especially in terms of the incorporation side of things and doing everything that way. And then just, you know, contacts that we've made in the industry, working through Park Paving. We definitely kept some close ties there with some important people there. And yeah, I guess that's so. But when we first started, it was definitely the people closest to us that helped, especially with the merger. No question, my parents were a big help in that, and just I think for the biggest thing for us is business partners. People are always shocked at how many business partners we have, and no question, there's a lot of strong egos in the room. A lot of people maybe shy away from that, but we've kind of embraced it, and I think that's definitely what makes us different. Is we have a lot of I guess a lot of sets of shoulders, I guess, for problems to fall on, instead of it just being on one person, which can be pretty daunting at times. So definitely our business partners is the core, I guess, of us is sort of a reason for our strength and our success.